Hey everybody. So Jon David had a pretty good night last night, and then today he did some big things, which the really big one that was very impressive was that he went down for his CTA scan and only took a fentanyl bolus. He did not get a paralytic bolus, nor did he get ketamine, which is usually what he gets when he goes for that type of scan. So today he did it without that, which is like a really, really big deal. Now he has gotten some fentanyl boluses throughout the day, but they've mainly been like when he's getting cares or something along those lines, and he just needed to calm down after. He has not come down on his vent settings anymore, but he's been holding, and he passes the ERT last night. He also had an echo done today, as well as the CT scan, and the CT scan showed that his brain bleed is not progressing, it is stable, and it also showed that his aorta is the same size as it was last Wednesday when they did the other CT scan, which is basically the best that we could hope for. The echo showed that basically it's the same as the day post-cath, which again is about the best that we could hope for. However, the conversation that the team is having now is that his aorta is still significantly small. And so what other interventions can they do between now and, surgery time to kind of buy some more time? Or when will we be looking at realistically going back to the OR for him to have this next surgery? And that's just kind of the conversations that they're having. They'll definitely discuss it Friday morning when they have like the full conference between all the disciplines, between surgery, interventionist, and cardiology, and they kind of have everybody together. And I think we will probably end up with a more detailed idea of like a plan moving forward at that point. And also I said all the different disciplines, with the other discipline that is involved in that is cath lab. So like they all convene on Friday mornings and have a conference. But that was Jon David's day. He also went up on his feeds to 20 mLs an hour and seems to be tolerating it pretty well. So again, the goal here, talking about that time of trying to extend him out before that next surgery, is to get him bigger and stronger. And as of right now, he is doing that. So clinically, he looks good. It looks like he's tolerating the ballooning pretty well. And so that is the blessing here. That is the praise that we've got. The prayer that we've got is that it will continue on at least for several more weeks. Best case scenario, 2 to 3 months, and then we would be able to have him have that next surgery and be in a much better spot physically than what he is right now. Now, Hunter today had a good day. He went to the museum and had fun, and it just had a ball, had a blast with Aunt Amanda and cousins Ian and Kara. And then if y'all would pray for these 3 things: one, that the interventions they're doing, or if they have to do any more interventions, can kind of get Jon David to the desired timeline of 2 to 3 months out, because again, that would be the ideal situation where he can be as big and strong as he can be for that next surgery. 2, that his lungs will continue to improve and get stronger as he does the ERT, so that way he can extubate, because honestly, that is going to be one of the big things that the team has talked about, is if he can tolerate the extubation and be extubated, then it will show that he really doesn't need any more interventions, at least not right now. So that's another big prayer request. And then if y'all would pray for the kids and families who are battling congenital heart defects, because again, it is a very rough ride, as y'all have seen with us. And I'm sure it's actually pretty common to have people that with CHD. If you ask around, it's the most common birth defect in the US. So I was kind of surprised when we got diagnosed and then started kind of like making things public like this and asking around how many people that we knew who had a CHD. And so if you ask around, it's more common than you think. But that's all I've got for tonight. I hope y'all continue to choose hope daily. Y'all have a good night. God bless, and we'll see you tomorrow. And Jon David, tell everybody bye-bye.